the legs
Yeah.
from.
I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that shit is a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes. When you did piggyback, everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip-flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah. Are they serious? I seen liars that testified on their oath, I hear. Rappers not living out what they wrote, my peers. Ought to be studying, taking notes. How you hate me to the core when I keep your ass afloat. I put pressure on their pencils. They look at my life and draw the stencil.
All right, let me talk to you real quick about Rexius Nutrition in Ralston. Rexius carries an awesome line of pre-workout from brands like Alpha Lion, Bucked Up, 5150, Insane Labs, and several other brands. They also have a great selection of protein powder, including my personal favorite, the All Max Hexapro cookies and cream flavored. Can't go wrong with that. They also carry the very popular brand Accent Sledge protein powders, branched chain amino acids, which are crucial to stay hydrated, and pre-workout. They also carry locally owned brands like VHI Fit, carry their protein powders in several different flavors. They also have pre-workout, branched chain amino acids, vegan protein powder as well. And if you have a sweet tooth like me, you gotta try this Omaha protein popcorn. The owners Jamie and Brent Stryker are absolute studs and are very knowledgeable with a background in bodybuilding. Jamie even reached pro status as an IFBB pro women's physique competitor. Stop by Rexius Nutrition in Ralston on the corner of 84th and Q and receive 10% off when you tell them you're there on an official visit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oscar Galindo. I'm back with another episode of The Official Visit. This week, I'm here with two star players from the Millard West Wildcats, a team that's rising quickly. After 2 weeks, played two hard-fought battles and, 1-1 after 2 weeks. We got quarterback, senior Brody Peterson, and then we have kicker, 4-star kicker, Cameron Spicer. How's it going, fellas?
Good.
Good, man. Good, dude. Just hanging in there. Yeah, for sure, man. All right, so we're gonna get started with these pregame questions. Just kind of get to know you guys a little bit, get you guys talking a little bit. The first question I have for you is: Do you guys have like a pregame routine you like to run through before, whether it be individual or maybe as a team? You guys have, some you guys have lined up before.
No, for me, I stay away from everyone for like 30 minutes before like our team meetings. I just put on some Drake, just give my alone time for a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for me, I always, after we eat, I immediately put on my pants, throw on my headphones, and then I wait in one of our like training rooms, just kind of being by myself, focusing on what I got to do.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like kind of just dialing in, listening to some music and getting the good vibes going. What do you guys listen to? I know you said some Drake, but I'm guessing probably not like Marvin's Room or Jungle. Is probably some of his more hype stuff. Yeah. Well, what's a go-to song for you guys before to get you guys pumped up?
Mhm. As a team before, we listened to In the Air Tonight before Phil Collins or by Phil
Okay.
Collins before we leave the locker room. That gets everyone going every time.
Yeah, for sure, man. Oh man, that gives you goosebumps a little bit with the dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, with the lockers when that happens, it's amazing.
All right. So the next one I got here for you guys is do you guys have or who is your guys' favorite player at your position?
For me, it's Aaron Rodgers for sure.
Aaron Rodgers, okay.
For
Cam?
me, is probably Jake Moody. He played for Michigan. He was a real big inspiration for me.
Okay. Sweet. So all right. So Aaron Rodgers. So were you a Packers fan, now a Jets fan, or
I'm stuck. I'm really stuck.
yeah?
I've been a Packers fan for a while. Now it's
Okay.
hard. I don't
Yeah,
know.
man. I get you, dude. I'm a Tom Brady fan, so I
Oh
know
yeah.
exactly what you're going through, man, when he dipped out to Tampa Bay. All right, and then Jake Moody is got Michigan guy. Are you a pretty big Michigan fan yourself?
Yeah, my entire family is for as long as I can remember.
Okay. And how did he kind of inspire you to start kicking?
So really just like when I did start kicking, I was watching Michigan every week. So I was seeing him blast the ball through the uprights, 70-yard touchbacks. It was kind of just my motivation to really try to improve upon myself.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool, man. All right. So then the last one I got here for you guys, or the last pregame one I got for you guys is, outside of the fast food chains or the regular, like all those spots, what's a good low key spot to grab a bite to eat? Whether it be just a quick bite before a game, maybe it's just a chill meal you like to go to, or whatever it may be.
Vidlak's breakfast by Scott. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, yeah.
Getting that
What's the
after
order?
practice.
What's the order there?
There's something called the Hungry Man's Breakfast. It's like 2 pancakes, some hash browns, some bacon. Oh,
Ooh,
it's so worth it.
yeah, man. I love me a good breakfast for sure.
Yeah, I've been told that I have really bad decisions in food. I was getting made fun of for it. But one of the places that I love to go is Jimmy's Egg. They got really big pancakes, so I get chocolate chip pancakes there. They're really
Okay.
good.
Well, what was the name of that place again?
Jimmy's Egg. It's
Jimmy's
actually right
Egg.
across the street from Millard West.
Okay. All right. Nice, man. So some breakfast places, man. All right. Perfect, dude. Like I said, I love me a good breakfast spot. Give me some pancake. Give me some bacon, man. I'm all in. All right. So then, kind of transitioning here a little bit, we're going to talk a little bit about, just your guys' season so far. We're only 2 games in, but we've already, you guys have already provided some good, 2 very good games, some very good moments in those 2 games. First one I wanted to touch on was, the Millard South game, rivalry game, battle for Q. Uh, Unfortunately, you guys were on the losing end for that one, 28-7 or 28-7, 28-27. Uh, but watching that game, man, you guys, there's no shame in that loss. You guys matched every punch. You guys, every time they score, you guys would answer back, and every time they'd hit, you guys would hit right back. So, kind of talk to me a little bit about that game. Would you guys, were, you know, uh, Brody, you led a very, explosive offense that game. Talk to me a little bit about, what that game was like offensively. I know you guys had production from yourself, Bobby, all those guys.
Yeah, we started pretty slow. I think we only scored like 6 points in the first half, but
Mm-hmm.
that second half we were really rolling. After we scored that fourth touchdown, oh man, I thought we had them then, but then obviously ball was snapped after that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that second half we were rolling really. I think we scored probably every drive. If we knew it, at least in my opinion, if we were going to overtime, I think we had them for sure.
Yeah. And then, one of those things, one of the things in that game, and, I'm not saying, can't, like, I'm sure no one's blaming you, no one's, there's it's very early in the game. And it was kind of a weird situation because I was kind of watching it and there was like, they weren't sure whether it was missed or not, like on the scoreboard and stuff like that.
Yeah, so what happened? I honestly think my first kick, the nerves got to me. I really pushed the ball and went directly over the post. I did miss it. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
But after that, I was feeling good. I made my second one, and I felt good about the third. But stuff happens.
Yeah, definitely, and that's kind of what I wanted to touch on. I'm sure, like I said, definitely no one's blaming you for losing the game or whatever. Uh, but I know it's just human nature to kind of kick yourself a little bit after that. Uh, but it sounds like you bounced right back. What do you kind of tell yourself to kind of keep yourself in that mindset? Like, hey, man, we missed one, but we got another one. I'll have another chance.
Yeah. So actually, kind of during the Omaha North game too, is there's this guy. He's actually hurt right now. Elijah Malaysia. He was
Okay.
chirping in my ear all game about you're gonna kick the game winning kick. Got to keep a short memory. Stuff like that.
Yeah. And Brody, yourself as well in that game, like that, like you mentioned that the bobbled snap or whatever. But regardless, it seems like you guys just kind of kept it pushing, kept it going. How do you yourself kind of keep yourself in that mentality as well?
We believe in each other a lot, so we're always supportive of each other. We know when we have to go down and score, we're gonna do it. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So then, speaking of needing to go down and score, man, it seems like, uh, you guys got Jackson, obviously you can sling it
Yep.
down to him. Bobby's really coming into his own as a runner and as a receiving uh threat. What is it like having those players around you to kind of help you kind of build that support system
That
offensively?
one makes things a lot easier. If they got a game plan for those two, then I can come in. Makes it way easier for me, honestly.
Yeah. And then, another thing about that I've kind of seen in these two games is, your game as well has just improved. Last season, it seemed like it was uh maybe still a little bit of rawness in the passing ability. The
Yeah.
running ability was there, but now you kind of seem to be really catching on both ends, and defenses really have to account for that. Talk to me about, kind of some off-season work you've done, or, just training that you've done to kind of improve those skills or that skill set.
Yeah, so last season was like our first year with the new OC. So having being in the second year with him, he's a really smart Coach Long. He's really smart. We put in a lot of work in the summer. He helps with my mechanics every day, so that makes things a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, we see it. We see it in the film. It's showing on the field. Cam, you as well. You're pretty high up there as a kicker. You mentioned it was 4-star. Talk to me a little bit about what it took to get up to that kind of ranking, or that get up to that level for you.
Yeah, so every day this summer, me and my punter slash holder Parker, we would go out every single day except for the weekends. Got to take some time off. But Monday through Friday, we would probably go up for an hour and 30 minutes every day, just do field goals from all across the field, kickoffs, and then like pooches and onsides too. We'd have specific days for that. But really just consistency, like keep going, trying to keep building the strength.
Yeah, sweet. And it seems like another big part, kind of just from one week to another is keeping staying mentally tough. You went from suffering a close 1 point loss last week to coming out and playing we had them ranked at number 2 Omaha North, who they're a very good team. So I guess kind of transitioning to that, tell me a little bit about what it was like that week leading up to Omaha North, and what you guys were doing behind the scenes to kind of make sure that you guys didn't end up an 0-2. You guys ended up with that dub at the end of Friday night.
Yeah, we know we had to prepare for their O line and D line. They got some good guys, some good big guys up there. We knew they had a good safety in Donovan, and then we just got to get our playmakers the ball, and Jackson and Bobby to do their thing.
Yeah. So then, leading up to it, I know, you always kind of want to keep that in the back of your mind as a kicker, like, hey, man, it could come down to me at some point, man. Did you ever have that thought in your head, like, hey, I might have to kick a 40, right? 45-yarder
Yeah.
as time expires?
Yeah, so it started with the 50, but then they jumped off sides,
Yeah.
which I still think I could have gotten it, but it was a little bit less stressful for me. Um, but yeah, throughout the game, each time we would kind of just answer their score, and I'd have to make sure that I made the PAT and then good kickoff and all that stuff. But yeah, towards the end, once Jackson made his final catch, I'm like, okay, like I'm actually gonna have a chance to kick this.
Yeah. So then, before that, you guys got to still get into position. Offensively, what are you telling your guys to kind of keep them, making sure, hey, make sure we're not, you know, fumbling or doing anything crazy. What are you doing as the leader of that offense?
Yeah, we practice 2 minute drill every day before our game, so we're just going over, get out of bounds, make sure we're getting our signals right every time. So
Yeah.
being
And
prepared for that makes it a lot easier.
yeah, absolutely. So let me see here. So then, obviously, time expires, the ball's going through the uprights. Millard West sideline goes crazy. What is that like for you guys? Not just having that crazy, finish and having the adrenaline, but knowing that you knocked out a top 2 team in Class A, and now you guys are probably going to be vaulted up there as well.
Oh, it felt amazing. The vibes are great after the game, and it'll get us going for the rest of the season. We feel pretty confident ourselves going into next week and going into weeks ahead.
Yeah. How about you, Cam? Did you get dog piled on?
Yeah. Right after my kick, I watched it a couple times. The holder had like his arms out, and then Dale, he's on the right side of my line. He just comes up and absolutely tackles me after me.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was running the sideline. I saw everybody freaking out. And the special teams coach, Coach White, yelling, "Come on, Cameron, get your tee. We still got to kick off."
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a lot of adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, no, I could, I see, clips all over, like on social media and stuff like that. Afterward, just getting rushed and stuff like that. So that's cool to hear. That's definitely an awesome moment to have, for sure. So then, like you mentioned, that's definitely something that's gonna keep you guys, keep you guys hot, keep you guys going, throughout the rest of the season. You guys have still some tough opponents coming up on the year. Definitely some winnable games for sure. Uh, where do you guys see the ceiling for this team, and how do you make sure you guys are like performing at that or towards that ultimate goal or play at the
As a team, I think we can compete with anybody. I think we tell ourselves that, but we can't get ahead of ourselves just because we beat a number 2 ranked team. It's also only week 2, so I mean we can't get ahead of ourselves. Doesn't matter really what we're ranked. We just got to worry about us.
Yep.
Yeah, like Brody said, honestly, to me, rankings don't really matter. Anybody can beat anybody. We can't get ahead of ourselves. Just got to keep improving throughout the weeks.
Yep. And then as senior leaders, how are you guys making sure maybe the young guys aren't kind of slipping into, oh man, we're 2 or we're 1-1, we're just ranked whatever. How do you guys make sure you guys keep that in check and make sure you keep the intensity up?
We just remind ourselves every day, we still lost the game, so we know we could be undefeated, but we shot ourselves in the foot a couple times, so we got to stay sharp every day at practice.
Yeah, mostly just, kind of got to have a short memory. It was great that we won our last game, but we still lost the first. We still got stuff to improve on.
Yeah, definitely. So then, outside of, the obvious goal of, winning the state championship, do you guys have any goals for yourselves, whether it be like as a team, maybe you'd like to throw for a certain amount of passing yards, maybe you'd like to, I don't know, maybe you'd like to average X amount or, get X amount of touchbacks or whatever it may be, maybe offers, stuff like that. What kind of goals would you like to kind of establish, I guess, by the end of the year or for the end?
Personally, I want to win out and go 8-1, hopefully get top seed. I haven't hosted a playoff game yet in my career. We've always been on the road, so I want to host a couple playoff games this year for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'm going for the school record. I want to get that 55-yard field goal. That's my goal.
55-yarder, man. Have you hit that from that range? I'm sure.
Yeah, so I've hit a 55 off a snap and a hold in practice, full pads and everything. No rush, but I've still hit it. But then my farthest that I've ever hit was a 59, just by myself.
Yeah. All right. Nice, man. Hey, those are solid goals to have for sure. Definitely want to host a playoff game. When you got student section like the ones you guys have, I'm sure that's huge. Having that. What is it like playing with a student section like that? I guess we'll touch on that real quick.
Oh, it's just crazy. It's great every time. We count on them to be there every time. They'll help us when we're on defense. So you would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it really puts some pep in my step, feeling like I'm not even just backing up my team too, but all the fans and people that go to our school.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can't imagine what that roar would be like, if you guys, are running out to host a playoff game, deep playoff game, hopefully. But yeah, man, definitely. So the last thing I kind of do here is I kind of turn the table over to you guys, to my guest. Kind of give those shout outs, call it the live game balls, just to those people that have always been in our corner, coaches, parents, teammates, whoever it may be, just kind of push us to be, the best version of ourselves, just because we don't always necessarily take the time to do so in our everyday life. So you guys have those people you want to shout out, this is your opportunity to do that.
You go first, Cameron.
Yeah, all right. So I guess just from our team and everything, my holder Parker and my snapper Breck, working throughout the entire summer with them, I feel like I built a pretty good relationship with them. I couldn't have made my 45er without both of them. Everything's got to come together. Then obviously, the line blocking for me. Gotta love those guys. Not a lot of credit, but I couldn't appreciate them more.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for me, it's got to be the 5 linemen up front: Tyler, Logan, Trent White, and Brady. I think they don't get enough credit as they deserve. I mean, they handled Omaha North's D-line really well, made stuff a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely, man. Gotta show love to those guys up front, and definitely the place kicker or the placeholder and the long snapper, man. They unsung heroes for sure. All right, so that's really all I had for you guys. Kind of one of the last, just my last send-off question. I don't know if you guys play fantasy football. I do. I got my draft tonight. I'm scared. I don't know what to do, man. Who are you guys drafting in your guys' first round?
I'm a huge fantasy guy. I'm taking Garrett Wilson on every team that I have.
Okay, first round?
It depends in the first round. It depends what spot you have.
Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet. Yeah, so I don't know.
I'm gonna be 100% for real with you. The past 3 years, I've treated my fantasy team like a meme. I picked the kicker first round just cause. And
hey, man.
Last year I still got top 4 though. I still went crazy.
That's a strategy, man. That's a strategy.
It's not a good one.
It's a strategy, that's for sure, man. That's man. But yeah, last year I had because the thing is, I hate the snake draft, the snake order. Because last year I had last pick, so first and the second. But some guy came to my door trying to sell me some internet. I'm like, dude, I already got internet. And then I ended up missing both picks. I don't even remember who I got. I was like 0-6 to start the year, man. So I really got to do some studying. Yeah, man. All right. Well, Garrett Wilson, he's definitely gonna be up there on my list, and then probably Justin Tucker up there too. All right, man. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for taking time to do so. My sound's cutting out. Thank you guys for taking time to do this. I'm gonna get working.
That ain't you. When you stab my back, I promised I won't be the same dude. When you try to be the glue, it'll get you stuck. Always learn to hate, cause love will get you cut. You can have they back and they still gonna front. You can share a laugh and they can get you done. You can face a battery, they still gon' jump. I know that they mad at me.